Ready?
Yeah, we're fucked. Let's go.
Welcome to another episode of In the Sheds. I'm here with fellow croc wearers. Where is your pet?
Yeah, brother, take eye, brother, take eye.
I'm with Stu and Andy up at SRS on a nice cracking day. What's happening, boys?
Not much, man. Merry Christmas.
Likewise. Merry New Year, Happy Christmas.
Yeah, just sorting all the festivities out so far. So.
You had a few festivities.
It's just the season.
You've been beating the drum or what?
We'll beat the drum.
We should insert that clip, eh?
Have you still got it?
Yeah, I'll see that. I'll link it to it later.
Boys, what's been happening?
Mate, just
sell it.
cracking year. Had a huge 24, which is sick.
Yep. You guys got some sick cars in the build and building and built.
Build and building. Yeah, it started out like everything for us. The car, like I don't know, it's crazy how I guess I can't say we didn't expect to get to where we are so soon, but obviously we sort of stay humble that a little bit. But we just love building cars. Like it's and like obviously he loves like driving them, racing them. So
like the stick, eh?
Yeah.
Is there still people that don't know who you are in terms of the driver?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think they don't realise that maybe I'm part owner with Stu with it, but. And I'm just the driver, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's just sick to get to drive them when I test them, we're building them.
What do you prefer to drive, drift or drag?
This is a tough one. I sort of was more onto the drifting side with my car and that, but after doing some roll racing and stuff like that, it's sick to go fast in a straight line as well. So
that G-force.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Probably need an LS to experience that or something big bro.
We're just going to cut this now.
Edit. Like one of my mates says he's got a funny thing. He'll know if he watches this. He'll know. He calls us LSRS. Yeah. Oh, I fucking hate it.
So good.
Yeah.
So, you boys are done for the year now?
Yeah.
Done, mate. 24's wrapped up.
Santa, was they good to you or what?
Santa's always good to us, mate. We look after ourselves. That's the main thing. So I'm a big red beard man, so I'm Santa.
What would it take to shave that, bro? Like, could you get a GoFundMe going or anything or not?
Nah, I'd do it to charity. I'd give money to charity or something like that.
But I'm a charity.
Yeah. We do it for like maybe at a track day or something like that we do later in the year.
I've got two organised.
That's what I'm saying.
No, if we get Jamie to 5,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
5,000 subscribers.
5,000 subs, and I'll shave.
So June 13th, track day. Can we get? Are you sitting down? We'll organise.
We're gonna get you to. What are you at now? We've got to get to 5,000 subs. Let's go. We've got 3,000 subs to get. Let's get Jamie to
by June 13th. Guys, please, everyone share this around. I want to see this man clean skin.
We'll share it. Well, I'll do it. I'll skin it. I'll skin it.
Yeah.
We'll shave it on the day, then I'll skin it.
Eyebrow, you reckon?
Nah, you can't see him anyway. So
I got 10,000 subscribers by June, and he does the line.
Oh yeah, I'm shaved.
Fuck. If there's a way you could pay for them, I'll just.
Oh yeah.
Boys, so we've got some cool cars behind us. So get back on track a bit here, because I'll talk shit with you forever. What's in the latest in the build at the moment?
We got some pretty cool cars for 25. Hopefully GDR Fest we debut 3 more of them.
GDR Fest Australia?
Yeah, Australia. Yeah. Yep. So in May, I think it's May 23rd, 24th for that. So
that's a cool deal, hey.
Yeah, man. Like you get all the realistically the baddest RBs in the world, baddest GDRs in the world.
Well, the baddest RBs in the world are
in Australia. Yeah. Everyone says the same thing. So it's and obviously we look up to those guys in Sydney. Like they're a huge aspiration for us. Totally. Like it's you look at their shops and Matuk, Croydon, Detone, all those guys. Like everyone in Sydney that kills it. Like B2R, they're killing it. What
is it that's so big about the RBs, especially in Sydney? Like what is it?
I don't know. It's the sound. It's the best engine in the world. Yeah.
You aren't biased or anything, though.
Yeah, not biased. No. I think there's only an RB in here somewhere.
Yeah. But like, what is it though? Like for someone that doesn't get it?
I think the technology from the 90s, like four-wheel drive, an RB, like the things like Nissan knew what they're doing. They turned they got dashes that go to 11,000 RPM.
Yeah,
so like
that 32 GDRs like the
32 like the original Godzilla you call it. Like man, I think they're just a sick platform. Like everyone says, talk about traction, this traction, that. Like rear-wheel drive cars, it's always about traction. Yeah. We straight up, you can throw 1,500 horsepower on one of these things, and you have traction issues, but you can drive through it. And it's like that experience. Like I'm sure, like any viewer that hasn't seen it or hasn't been in it, like it's something else. Like
well, I've been fortunate enough to jump in a couple of your cars, and it's an experience. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm pretty sure I've been doing them a couple of times.
The one of the cars, the big deal car for us. Like we went on the street, on Mexico street, whatever, and
we don't condone street racing on this channel too.
Racing at all.
It's all on private tracks.
Yeah, and it was like I looked across at him and he's white knuckled and like we were hauling them out. Like we're testing. We said the new nitro strategy, like just like learning, and man, like I'm never gonna say what time we did on the street, but like it was at least to the speed limit perfectly. But like we both pulled up after that. we both pulled up after that and we looked at each other like, well, that's it. Like we're on. So I don't know, that experience you get from like that sort of power and that amount of traction on like any surface, really, like no prep, like, you know, even like prep surfaces, GDRs, like
car people can understand that.
Yeah, for sure. And that's, I don't know, that's the thing. I guess that gets addictive. You get a 1,000 horsepower GDR, then you get a 1,200 horsepower GDR, then like all of a sudden your mate's got a 1,400.
Any drug. I try to explain it to people that don't get it. They're like, you know, what's the appeal? And when you do it, or you let go of a button and that, it's like nothing compares.
Even doing like just letting the trans, like testing the trans brake in the car park, like you can't help but smile. Like you genuinely just love like we, you know, every customer leaves you like test trans brake, you know. So and like the reaction they get, like they just that enthusiastic. Like they go home with a high, like it's
100%.
It's just a little kid in you still coming back out, you know, having fun, just, you know, being a dickhead, realistically. You know, nothing beats
we just got older.
The only thing that changes is the price of the toys.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is.
He's still a big kid.
Yeah, exactly.
So cars in the background. What can we talk about? Any that's getting built?
100%. So we got Tom's VL. We actually just finished, or sort of finishing up this year. Just waiting for a converter for that car. It was pretty cool though. We did like a stock T-handle conversion on a ratchet shifter. I'm sure plenty of guys have either done it before in the past or whatever, but it's something that we did and the customer wanted from us, and it took us like a little bit of time to figure it out and whatnot. But the clip's gone off. It's gone crazy. He was sort of like, oh, I don't think it's going to do that well. Rah, rah, rah. I'm like, it's going to go crazy. Like people love a clean, genuine Calais.
What's the plan with this thing?
That's a street car. That's a genuine. He just wants to cruise with his brother, cruise around. He's like their roll race guys. 400 horsepower. So I think for this time, I think he's got goals to sort of have like 600 to 800 horsepower. And just a genuine Calais that's just looks OEM as much as possible.
Black stealth, intercooler.
Yeah, just all the trims that got the earbuds on it, like all the trims to make it just what we want. Like, you know, just if anyone said to me like, oh, what's your street car? I'm sure you can appreciate a VL Calais with an RB30.
It's just something about it.
It is.
They're like an icon.
It's an icon. See that? RBs are icon.
Speaking of,
the man said it, not me.
We got a couple in the background here. This RB26 deal. That's
so
pretty special.
That's an 8 HP car. So we just finished doing the BMW swap gearbox on that. That car made 817 on 30 pounds. So it's that was actually my first engine I built myself. So personally,
with those gearboxes, do they draw much power compared to like a Power Glide or a 400?
It's tough because like that car, the way that car's sort of set up is sort of, I don't know. Each car we build, it's sort of everyone's like you sort of have rinse and repeat. We're sort of getting that a little bit with the GDRs we're building, but that car was sort of designed to be super low, like it's slanted, like it's on a scut. So like it's not really, it can't really compare that setup to another Turbo 400 like setup or a sequential. It's just, I don't know. It's sort of, I feel like they don't drain as much power as a Turbo 400 or a Power Glide, but they draw less, more than a sequential. That's a question for the driver.
Sure.
What
do they drive like?
Man, it's unreal. It's sick. Like we sort of did a video on it just the other week. And for drivability as like a street car, that's what his main goal for this car was. Unreal.
And put some Ks on it?
Yeah, 100%. So we just drove it down to the last night they had down at Queensland Raceway, and he goes, it was unreal. It's sick. So once we get the aircon and that sorted, it'll be mint. Cause at the moment,
street car.
Proper street car. So, but yeah, you know, you can have it in a full auto mode. You just pull it back once and just put your foot down and drive as if you put an auto car into the D mode, and then you can drive it like a sequential as well. So got the clutch and stuff in there as well.
What's the appeal to them? Like, why have people gone that route?
I think just because you can do a bit of everything with it. You've got the clutch to make it feel like you can drive like a normal car. You can put it in an auto mode. You can make paddle shifts out of it if you want to. You can delete a shifter. Like it's, I think it just with a bit more development in that from some people that are doing the kits and all this, it'll be unreal. But for one of the first ones we've done, the thing's sick.
And you built the engine.
So that was my first engine I built myself personally. So obviously with some guidance from our guys that we use. So yeah, I'm never nervous. I'm never ever nervous on a dyno. Like I don't know, everyone, I'm nervous on the dyno, but like to me, if you build the things right, like the dyno comes around, it should be a rewarding part. Like you should see your hard work get rewarded with a massive number. Obviously things can go wrong, and we are building some cars. Like that car, like that car, it's got all the nice parts in it. So it's not on its limit by any means. So customer's goal was 800 horsepower, street car, reliable, drive every day.
Can you drift them?
So we'll send you a clip from that. We'll send you a clip as well. There's another clip he will show you drift, and it's actually and he just said the other night. And he just said the other night, he goes, it's just sick. He goes, you just start pulling gears and just starts like ripping them. So he's pumped with it. I think I'm trying to convince him to let me turn it up a little bit, but at the same time, it's
one of those things just creep up on it over time.
Well, 30 pound for an RB, like the way that, like these days anyway, is probably like baby numbers, but it's just a super nice car, reliable. It's just, it's reliable. It's aircon.
We'll have a bit of a look over them later on. Up close. Let's go back to the GDR festival. So cars you're going to want to take down there?
So we've got another car on the build over there on the hoist. It's actually an America build car. So whether or
I've
not
seen this all over your socials, man. It's going to be badass.
Yeah, this thing's top to bottom. Like, I guess this will showcase what we can build from a standpoint of like to try and
for a festival over there.
It'll be for roll racing over there. So the customers wanted the car to roll race. Like he saw when he was in Australia doing his other stuff. He saw one of our cars and he saw a couple of our cars. He's like, you know what? We need one of those. So it was pretty cool. Mate, he sourced the car for us. Super clean car. He wanted an AH3 red, sorry, and it's just immaculate. Like it's just the car inside out is clean. We've just colour matched the engine bay, just done all the nice things to make
nice
it.
touches.
Yeah, like just to try and finish off. So it'll be a billet block, 3.2 litre, sequential this one, so it won't be an auto, it's sequential.
Why do you go that route?
Customer's choice.
Likes to drive
he's got another 33 GT in America with the sequential in it.
So they can import them now because of the age?
Yeah. So the 25-year rule. So that's a 94 model. So 94 is obviously plenty of time. So the 34s are the ones that have just started getting in there now, and obviously people going crazy about them. So
of course.
It's pretty cool it'd be pretty cool to showcase what we can build and put it over there. So
and you plan to go over there, show them how to drive it, or what's the plan?
Yeah, he's going to come out as well.
For the Australian GDR Festival, he's going to fly out here first, which hopefully we'll have it finished for that. Maybe do a little bit of testing before that, some roll racing here.
Because I feel like you've got all the blueprint, but you still got to test data.
You do, 100%. And the thing is, every car's different. Like I'm sure everyone can contest that. You can build the same car the exact same way, and it'll be a different result.
Totally.
So, you're going to have different drivers for a lot of them.
Different, that's right.
Drive differently and stuff like
so
that.
That car's like, again, it'll be like it's on our socials and stuff, so it'll be a top to bottom. Like we try and showcase and show everyone what we do. Like it's sort of, I guess, a way for us to learn as well. You can go back and watch your own stuff and pick up stuff we missed or learned or.
And that's part of the process too. To get better and better at what you do.
Yeah, if you're not an experienced, it's a lesson. You know what I mean? So.
What about you, Stu? Drag or drift? What's your favourite?
Got a S13's been in the build for plenty of years. It's going to be, it'll be,
That looks like a serious thing.
It's a 6-second dream, that's for sure at the moment. But
dreams are free, but
dreams are free. Yeah, I'm a drag racer. It's
straight line sort of guy. But
I like again that feeling you get where it sucks the absolute ass through you. Like. It's something else. Drifting,
you sort of turn autistic when you let go of the button. You sort of get
you do. They hit so strong. That's it'd be sick to obviously get I'm a big lad, so but it'd be sick to get to the cars.
Brother, so does that mean when the G-forces hit you, it's going to hit you fucking hard?
It's going to hit me harder. The organ's going to go through the back seat. But drag racing for sure. The only thing with drag racing at the moment, it's just sort of we need to build the crowd. The crowd needs to you need to have that enjoyment that roll racing gives. And I've said
this many a time, and I feel like we just don't have the characters. Like you look at the American stuff, and it's. There's friendly banter, so people go, oh look, Kai Kelly versus this guy, and it's like, oh, I'm a Kai Kelly fan, so they automatically jump on the bandwagon. We don't have that here. We need that.
We see that in roll racing, and that's the thing. You're a Tooks fan, Croydon fan, and the thing is, you can be a fan of those shops, but then still see another car and you're like, Jesus, that's badass. But in drag racing, the hardest thing is that it's obviously a very serious sport, and you've got to take it very seriously, but you've got to keep things light, and that's why we love this. This is doing exactly this. This is sick. Keeping it light, keeping it friendly. Even our socials, we try and keep it, fresh and refreshing. We try and be informational but educational, and then try and keep them funny.
Be relatable.
Yeah, 100%. Because people some people can't ever afford to build these cars. I mean, we're super lucky, or I don't believe in luck, but we're super in the era of people
I believe
can
you create your own luck though.
Yeah, you do, 100%. You do. So being able to work on these cars and people to trust us to build these type of cars is sick. And
so
that's
when is S13 going to be done then?
I'd say.
Let's get it on record.
Yeah, I'd say 25. I've had a few bets with a few lads. So realistically, probably 26. I'd say is realistically for us. So we've got a lot to prove still in the roll racing scene, and those type of cars we want to build. Every car here at the moment.
You boys, you don't go out there and be like, we're going to win. Just go out there, you do your thing.
Yeah, we had we big
Yeah,
of course.
Him and I,
We want to try and do the best we can, and if it's winning, that's winning. If it's not, we're learning to get to that point.
100%.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm not him and I can't speak for him. We ain't going to the track to get second.
No way.
We got lots to learn, and obviously, I said, we look up to them, Anthony McTook and Con from Saudi, all those guys, and look at what they're doing and go, how can we be a piece of what they're doing? And we've always had the attitude of
I think time will get that, but right.
Yeah, it's you can't you got to crawl before you can walk. You got to walk before you run.
But if you get straight in the big pond as a small fish, you're going to learn fast.
I think I was 5 years old. My old boy chucked me in the pool and go, sink or swim, brother.
So that's like that David Goggins. I don't know if you're familiar with David Goggins. He couldn't swim, so he drove himself to the beach, chucked himself in the water, and it's like either I fucking die or I swim. And he swam.
That's what I mean. So him and I, we've that passion about what we're doing. Like I said, we aren't going to the track to get second. We want to go there with the best possible. That's his drift car is insane. It's 1500 horsepower monster, but for drifting, it's nearly too much to be even competitive car at an event, like, you know what I mean? So,
well, I've been chatting to some drifters recently, and it seems to be the approximate horsepower is anywhere from sort of 3 to maybe 600 or 700 for those guys, and even them are like, that's probably the perfect number.
Yeah.
But
I think, like,
if you can bake tyres in fifth gear, it looks sick.
Well, like, we started his car with like 150 horsepower, probably, like it was a stock car. So
I remember you beat me at roll racing that first time I was out there too. I didn't know it was you motherfuckers.
We're holding on to that. That's why he left roll racing.
One and done.
Hang
on, I'm pretty sure I made the final.
You runner up? Yeah. You got run up. Yeah.
To Shonny.
And then Mr. 30.
Yeah. So not bad for a
we went out, but we went out.
We still had it open. I still got that one. Yeah, for sure.
But no, it's good. It's like competitiveness is what obviously drives this whole sport, and I think, you know, that's drag racing. To me, like, people need to get back to that, like, racing and like race, like, you know, rather than just racing for time, which is sick. And don't get me wrong, I'll probably fall in that same category, but then at the same time, like, I still want to bump up next year and show you how fast an RB is, like, when your big block can just take a hike, like, it's
just have a look and see what my tail lights look like.
I'll see when you got out,
Probably too early.
So, like, that to me, like, that banner is like there'd be nothing sweeter than for me to roll up next year, bump in, and just torch you, like.
And the best thing about that is it's the boys pulling up lanes beside each other.
100%, like, and I think as long as people don't get malice, like, don't get malice about it, like, it's all for fun. Like, we all, like, I'm sure you love the sport.
Yeah.
I love the sport. He loves it. Like, we all love what we do. So as long as you have that mentality and, like, you're not trying to fucking, like, you know, be that guy, because I'm fucking better than you. Like, 'cause everyone wants to be better than everyone, but like, keep it, like, everyone still does it for the love of the sport. Like,
what's a piece of advice you could give people that want to get into it or want to buy a car? No, let's say for the
realistic.
Sure.
That's
like, I
nailed
think
it.
If you want to go out and try to win, be realistic of what that's going to cost you to do at the level that everyone is pushing these things to right now. If you just want to go out with your friends, have a bit of fun, just be happy with that.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
all you're going to get.
That's any discipline: drag racing, drifting, roll racing.
So if a guy comes in here, like, what's the process? They say, look, I want to build a monster or whatever. How close do you work with those guys?
Yeah, so that's probably my sort of doing. Probably. So, like, that process we go through, obviously, like Andy said, being realistic, the first thing we say to you is, like, what do you want from this? Like, so money is not really the issue or talk before you even get to the idea of, like, what does somebody want? Like, if you said to me, hey, I want to go drag racing, I wanted this, and this, well, then you've obviously done the research. You already know, like, so that person coming into us, they already know what they're sort of expecting, but then obviously we can help by putting, you know, a value on that or a dollar figure on that, and so on. So just
they've got the pieces. You've just got to put the puzzle together.
Correct. So it's like construction management, I guess you could say, or, like, you know, project management. In each car we do is a project. So just working with the customer and, like, getting them to understand, like, what things cost, like what the process is, like what stages, you know, like what stage can you be involved in the car, what stage you sort of got to step back and go watch from the background and go, okay, cool, this is what we got to do. Yeah, it's all just about, like, you know, working. Each customer we have, every single customer got in this shop is all individual.
Is there a preference on what you like working on? Do you like big builds, small builds? Doesn't matter.
I love building cars. Like, like, if you ask me if I want to build or race them, I'd say build them. He'll say race them. Sure. So for me,
it's the perfect duo.
Yeah.
I'd say we're more on the bigger side. Of cars.
Who's older?
He's
Smarter.
Yeah. Please.
Well, that was quick too.
But no, like, I definitely say we want the bigger cars. But most stuff is 1,000 horsepower plus. We want to be playing.
I feel like that's like the norm these days.
Yeah, like, we keep saying the same sort of thing because that's what we've, like, went after and that's what we've got. But I mean, still, there's not. You say normal 1,000 horsepower street cars. There's not that many. You know, I
guess maybe depending on the circles that you're sort of.
Yeah. That's the thing too. Like, we say we want the bigger builds, but, like, the best thing about that is you build relationships with people and like you become friends. Like, you know,
totally.
So rather than just, like, taking someone's money and see you later, like, the next day, like, you actually become friends with people. Like, we've built great.
Well, they become family.
Yeah, so we build great relationships with people in the shop. You know, and, like, they become more and more involved in what you do, and it's sick. Like, it's awesome to see. Like, you're looking, like, again, we picked and look at Sydney, but, like, not one person goes to the track. Like, they've got a whole crowd that goes with them. So, like, it's, and, you know, and they're all there for the right reason. They're all there for the same reason. So, and, like, we're building that. Like, we've got some, like, awesome people in Sydney we deal with. Like, the family down there is just insane.
It's one thing that I do see a fair bit of at any racetrack is SRS. There's shirts, there's hats, there's all sorts of stuff everywhere you go. Especially like the Matsuris and stuff. Every second person's got one.
Yeah. Well, that's, like, we try to tailor, like, I guess from our point of view, like, we build it from, you know, we said, like, we sat down and go, how do we make a name for ourselves? How do we get people to recognise what we do the fastest possible way? Because obviously, the more cars we can build, the more experience we get.
So the guys that come into the shop, let's say I want to build a roll racing car. For the process for you boys, you just go simply, what's the goal? What do you want to try and get out of it?
So yeah, like Andy said before, the realistic goal, we try and make sure everyone is. If someone says they want to come in and win, they say, like, hey, we want to build a car, like, you know, we want to build the same as Big Deal or Goku or this other car or this car or whatever. we just got to make sure they're realistic about it. I think that's the main thing.
And driver experience.
Like like a few big questions.
That is a big one, I guess, the driver experience. Because,
like if some fucking kid come in, let's say he's got 500k, he goes, I want to build the fastest car in the world. Like, do you have a duty of care to go, brother? Like, I'll build you something, but we have to limit.
Like I guess ECU, like ends up with ECUs. ECUs are the easiest thing to do that. Like we can say
here's different boost settings and stuff like that, so they can progress with it, I guess.
Sure. We can have 2,000 horsepower in that car. We can have 1,000 horsepower in that car. We can have 500 horsepower in that car.
ECU of choice?
Haltech at the moment. Haltech's good.
At the moment.
It's good, but it's one of those things. Yeah, I think it's just it's a great end user experience. We've always said the same thing. It's ECU at the choice at the moment is Haltech. We've got that in all our cars, except one at the moment. Goku 32 has got a Motec in it. It's got the package in it from those
the
guys.
M180.
M150.
150. Sorry,
so it's a tough choice. It's a tough choice for the end user, and I try and explain this to our customers as well. Like so if you're 12 hours away in Sydney, wherever they are, you can ring them up and say, hey, jump on the laptop, do this, and this, or we can log in or whatever. But still doing that with a Motec is probably not really realistically available for a customer. Like an average customer, or not even average customer, a customer that wanted Motec, I guess they're sort of paying for Motec so that you're at the track with them.
General punter probably wouldn't go.
Nah, like we'd still steer them into Haltech. We do a lot of Haltech products, and we love the brand.
The tunability now on your phone, is that
hectic? I haven't got the app. I'm not getting down
How
the
long
app.
until you reckon people are trying to do it at the track going,
well, that's the problem. That is the problem. If people try and do that, like, and hey, we've all started from somewhere. I started from somewhere. Every tuner started from somewhere. But tuning stuff on your phone, I'm not sure if that's the right way to go about it. You just don't get to see the whole picture. Like when you're doing a fuel map or something where you got to see the whole picture to sort of know what you're doing with
multiple
it all.
Screens.
Multiple screens. The time map, fuel map, boost maps. Like it just doesn't give you the whole picture.
What do you mean? I thought you just get in and go.
Yeah, that's it. That's as easy as that. It is that easy. It should be that easy. You go to the right shop, it's that easy.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, wide open time. I jumped on a simulator for the first time yesterday.
Was that with
Yeah. So
Hectic,
VR headset on.
Oh,
Rather
wow.
lasted about 4 minutes. I didn't even make the first turn. Done about 6 360s. But motion sickness. Man, bad.
I can't even drive the Sims. Like I'm hopeless. I literally get on there and I've sat there for an hour or 2 hours trying to drive. No, I'm hopeless.
So for you, how much different did it feel from a car actually driving a drift car versus?
It's totally different. Like I don't know if it's just I get the sense of the wind blowing in your hair, whatever, like everything like that.
Blowing in your
hair. Like you get the wind blowing. Well, like the wind blowing in your face, whatever it is, all this sort of stuff. I'm like the G-force, all that. Like I just feel the car. Like feel like you've become one with the car and you can drive. Sitting in the sim. And I'm just like, I don't get any feedback. It doesn't feel
what if
normal.
You put the fan on now?
Yeah, no, maybe somebody just blowing something on me. But yeah, I don't know. I've tried and tried, and I still can't wrap my head around how to control it. I'm like, same as you. I'll take off and doing a 360, try and start the initiate in the corner, and just spun out. I'm like,
I said the same thing. I went and did it on Queensland Raceway just because I'm familiar with the track. And like even second gear, starting slow, third gear, and I was like,
same. I can't even do it. Even 200 horsepower car in a sim, I still couldn't drive it. I was like, what the hell?
But then you're jumping something with 1600 and just
I don't even think about it twice about it. That's just I just get in and I just know it. But
guys, a piece of advice you could give yourself 5 years ago.
You go first.
Here we go. I've been thinking about it.
Listen and learn.
Okay. Can you elaborate on that?
Listen and learn. You got to try and this is me giving myself advice now from 5 years ago. Listen. Listen to people. You can learn a lot from anybody. It's not just someone who's better than you or better than you at something or they've done more than this at you. Like everybody's got something to offer. If you want to
learn something from everybody.
If you want to find the best in somebody, you can. It's easy to discount people and say get out of my life. Don't want to talk to you. But every single person I spoke to in the last 12 months, 18 months, probably 2 years realistically for me, I've started really had the approach of if I listen, I can learn more.
Is that more so because of the type of people that you hang around? Because let's say you're taking advice from a whole bunch of shit people.
Yeah, of course. And we always say you're a product of your surrounding.
If you shut down every bit of advice everyone gives, you're not going to learn anything.
100%. Have an open mind.
Make that decision.
That's the listen part.
Exactly.
You listen to it and then you go, you know what? I can filter.
You got to process it.
Take bits and pieces out.
Definitely. But again, you're product of your surroundings.
Listen and learn.
Listen and learn. It's just. If you don't want to listen to somebody, if I asked you for advice and just turned away, you'd be like, why am I talking to this guy? Fuck him. Like,
I get that a little bit as I get people have asked me questions. Let's say you're out at dinner or whatever with a whole bunch of people. And oh, you find out your PT, your chat. Like, oh, hey man, they ask you a question. You give them the answer, then they argue the question. And it's like, why the fuck am I even talking to you? Man? If you already know the answer, like,
and for
you just get that a lot with
for tuning, right? So my limited tuning knowledge, and like I still don't call myself a tuner. We've got our own dyno, we tune our cars and stuff like that. But I've got a lot to learn. Like I've been doing it 2 years, and it's like it's something people have been doing for 20 years. Like so, and they've started like I've been privileged to have not privileged. Well, yeah, it's probably privileged to start with the best stuff. So like I didn't have to learn like all the carby stuff. I didn't have to learn, but like we grew up racing motorbikes, so we had carbies, we had all that stuff. So we had some knowledge of it. But for me, it's started with a Nexus. Like the first ECU I tuned was a Nexus. Like so, like I can't. It's for me, I can't go backwards to an old ECU where it's like we're very picky on what we tune, we're very picky on what we do.
I remember my first ECU, just to get off topic a little bit. I had a Mitsubishi Cordia, was my first proper street car. 4G63 built, made 300 horsepower, torque steered like a mofo, and I had a Microtech LT10 in it.
I had an LT10, that was my first ECU.
You remember those?
Yeah, that's my first ECU.
Yeah. So I remember having the hand control.
Hand control and everything.
I had no idea what any of it did, but I'd load the people in the car, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's sick," and I'd be like, "Yeah, that's my computer," and I'd be like, "Race mode, watch this." I press the red button, didn't know what the fuck it did, and you just go racing people. That's probably why it blew up.
Yeah, well, my first car was a 3RZ Hilux. Turbo Hilux made 440, and I thought I was king dingling, but again, LT10 had the head control.
Like 2010 and
2009, yeah. I was the man on the street. And, brother, get out of my way, like. End up blowing it up.
Of course, that's what happened.
400 horsepower for stock 3RZ.
Let's go back, bro. You, what do you got?
Don't know. Probably don't let people tell you that you can't do something.
Yeah.
I guess just if you put your mind to it and you like and you really want it, you can go after it.
Yeah.
So anything you want to get, you can get after it realistically.
I feel like
if there's people that just make excuses, it's someone might be in their ear saying you can't do that, you can't. Why do you want to do that?
I feel like anybody who's telling you that or offering you advice, if they haven't done it themselves, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell me what to do if you haven't done it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But I just think that and a lot of people have said to me over my life, you can't do something, you can't do something. We've done it, and
is it more if someone says that to you, you have a point of you're proving
wrong? I guess it probably is, I'd like to just prove people wrong with stuff, but
it fuels the fire, like in different, like in a sort of, it fuels the fire to not prove them wrong, but prove to yourself that person's wrong. So like,
I bet you can't get on the Transbrake right now and blow a set of tyres out the front.
Pick a car. This one. Sorry, Mitch. But that's the thing. Like, proving to yourself that person's wrong is more saying like maybe that's the part of growing up and being an adult. But like you don't try and prove yourself to anyone else like we do. We do it because we love it. Like, that's the biggest thing.
What got you guys into cars?
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, Fast and Furious.
Was it actually?
Was that first movie?
It's gay.
You were probably like into it before that, but you watched that and that was just like...
Bro, I remember you won tickets off the radio. Me and you went, we held hands, went and watched the movies.
That's worth holding hands on.
That shaped us. We literally, I think you won tickets. Yeah, no, we had that little ticket thing.
Yeah, like, run them off the radio.
Yeah, legit. And then we cruised in.
I feel like that was the start when everyone left the car park of the movies. That was it.
That was it.
If you had a Honda,
that was
limited bash everywhere.
And then growing up, like being around mates with a little older, had cars and stuff as well. They probably never to this caliber back then.
Yeah.
VLs,
probably, but like nothing like what.
Of course.
Stuff like that.
I feel like back in those days, it was generally blown, big block, or something tough NA.
V8.
Some V8 thing or something like that.
The only turbo 60.
When we first saw Fast and Furious, we were like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
So, obviously you don't have the money to go and buy a GTR, make it 1,000 horsepower. Now you're at that age, you've gone out and you've worked, you've made the money, you're still passionate about it, and you want to go spend your money on that. Now you've got these sort of cars, and there's little kids that look up to us, like we were looking up to the Fast and Furious.
100%. You know what? One thing I've learned is you look back at that movie now and you're like, those GTRs weren't even that fast. They were standard.
The funniest thing about that whole, like the first, like everyone's got like their favourite song. I've got a favourite scene for that. Don's like, I live my life a quarter mile at a time. You know, as stupid as it sounds, like he's like, you're at one with the car, this and that and everything else. So nothing else matters. Like I can genuinely contest that when you're in that car, if you're not 100% with that car, it'll bite you. Like it'll come up and bite you.
What? You're like, fair enough. It's like you got to listen for that noise. Or like, you're like.
But just nothing else matters. Like, you're just focusing on what you love.
You're not worried about who texts you back. You're not worried about what email you got. You're not worried about what's inside. Like you literally shut the door and you got you're strapped in. Like if other things matter, then you crash the car. Like that's
100%.
That's what happens.
But when he's saying for 10 seconds at a time, oh, brother, come on, man. We want at least an 8 second car.
That's the thing.
Like back then, like it was, if you had a 10-second street car, it's free.
100%.
Well, we got like Jamie from Sydney. His car went 870 at 160, and everyone we knew the car was fast. We knew that car was fast. Yeah, proper track. We knew that car was fast, and like it's sort of again, and that's where like I guess the roll racing scene, like people have got these fast cars, but until you get to the track and prove a time or prove a number, like no one, like his old boy and all his old mates are all ex-drag racers, right? So they're all
horsepower means shit. If you
it means nothing. So, and then like, it was always blowing the tyres off it. It was always, spinning the tyres. He goes to the track, and first ever pass on the track, runs an 8.7, and always old school.
That's a bottom 8 second car.
They were just like, holy dooly, like, this thing's actually fast. Nah, not at all.
Your first one's never your best
It
part.
didn't leave on the trans brake and all that sort of stuff, like,
Well, it did, but not on the,
I didn't hit the
full
two-step,
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Back up to Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
That's got to be it.
That was it. And first cars, 3 hours ahead.
3 hours at Toyota Hilux,
Yeah.
It was tray bag.
First, like, decent one I would have had would have been a Still 80.
What was your first one?
Was it a Subaru?
The Brumby. Subaru Brumby.
Ooh, brother.
Yeah.
And I always wanted, I've had that thing full.
That was always going to be full-wheel drive swap.
Yeah, full-wheel drive swap with an STI motor and stuff in it.
Yep.
Now, I've thought about it again. I was like, probably do like an RB one.
There's a massive
One of the boys
influence.
is doing one at the moment.
That thing's hectic.
2J.
Wogboy, is it Wogboy or something?
Dan's,
I think Dan's the opposite. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
One big influence for us was Don McGraw. He's still around now, and it was crazy. It's crazy to see now. Like we called Farlat. Farlat, you remember? Yeah. The turbo out the bonnet, like that was hectic, bro.
Back in the day, I remember buying the magazine and seeing that it was like Fast Fours or whatever it was.
And they did a little shoot out in the bush with that. I can't remember what magazine it was. That was crazy.
At my Brumby, I was like, I'm doing that one. That's getting so sick.
3 cars, ultimate cars. So it's a bit of a question here: race car, street car, or daily. And then I've called it the fuck you car.
Yeah.
What would they be?
Fuck you, car. Rolls Royce coming.
Oh yeah. I was chatting to Clay the other day, and he went down there for the open day and got to sit in one and cruise around. He reckons they're dope.
Yeah, that's right.
Cullinan.
What colour?
What colour?
Like black with like the.
You're not going to go red.
No, I'm going black.
Yeah, it would look sick with the red, the orange inside.
Yeah.
So that's
like a 6 street car.
or a daily, I should
like
say.
A race
Daily car. Street daily car.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
I asked some tough questions here, brother. We can load some thinking music if you want.
What's going through your head? Nothing.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I know. I've always wanted to have like a sick F250 truck.
Oh yeah, boy.
I don't know.
Yep.
Probably not the most practical daily car, but always wanted one of those as well.
You know what? You can park it across 3 parks. Who cares? Yeah, amen.
The man will be over here picking out parts.
100%.
You just need to start your own Prodigy parking page.
It's coming. Yeah,
That's it.
It's coming.
That's it.
2025. We've got a lot going on.
Prodigy parking. I like it.
Yeah, it's probably the RBs. Then we've got like G-Up.
Yep.
Cover that.
Yep.
Race car. What race car?
As a race car. Yep. So you've got your
I've got
dream.
my race car. It's going to up to.
Sure.
I've got a mediocre truck at the moment.
Mediocre. Fuck.
Yeah, it's just not jacked up,
Yeah, but give it time.
I want that big. I want that.
Maybe if you took the badges off and put the F-Trump badge on.
No, it's too practical. It's a big truck. It's practical.
nice.
Traveling.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Especially for where you guys are.
Yeah.
Like,
Like it's just perfect. Like it goes under car parks.
Yep.
It goes to drive-throughs.
Yep.
Park in a single park, no worries.
Yep.
So it's the good size. That's what I'm saying. Like the F250 and that, it's bigger, longer, it's harder to park. It's not practical for a daily driver. But
for sure.
if we're working, traveling, going tracks or whatever.
Yeah.
Sick.
And you need that space. Yeah.
The space that you have in them.
Yep.
Sick.
Stu?
S13. S13's my race car for sure.
Yep.
Build block, the works, bottom
So
sixes.
you're building the dream?
Building the dream. That's it. Like if you ask me what car to build, that's it. That's the first one. That's like I guess not a goal / dream to have that car first.
Yep.
And like I think it'll be a fair bit of a chassis in it, but it'll still be like somewhat of a street car.
Yep.
Well, actually, it's not. It's a drag car.
That's a drag, but it's got a drag chassis.
It's got plates on it. So and then
I love that. Everything's a street car. If you've got the balls,
if you got the balls to do it,
Yeah,
absolutely. You got the
100%.
balls to drive it on the streets of street car.
Yeah.
Daily car, probably like Goku, like something like that, like just a GDR 32, GDR 33. Like
He put some K's on that, eh?
yeah, dude, you can drive that thing to the coast, no problem.
And he's one of the nicest guys.
Proper.
We should get him on for it. Would he get an interview or is he a bit shy?
He's
very reserved.
He's very busy, but
Yeah.
he's a very reserved person
Yeah.
too. So he's super humble with what he got. Like he's a lovely guy.
He's a gentleman.
Absolutely, yeah. Like and people in his car, like people come up Mark's riding, not more than happy to take him. He's got time for it, he will. Like it's yeah.
Because I feel like that, you jump into something like that as a kid or whatever, man, not only do you remember it, but you want to build something like it.
100%, yeah. And that's even like people have been in that car and just like we take it for granted. We see it every day. We work on it. We do this thing. So you don't understand how gnarly it is. You push like the big tune button, like man, the thing like for a street car.
I've been in it when he pushed that big tune button.
For a street car, like to me, that's it. Like you can cruise, you can have valve open, valve shut. Like
and it's got aircon.
Got aircon. Like the thing.
I tried to put window tint.
Yeah, black tint on that car, painted red. Let's go.
So no changes.
No changes. Yeah, that type of car. Like, well, to be honest, the American car would be that car. Sure. That for me is like the ultimate street car. Like,
make sure you look out for the socials for these boys. This thing is badass.
It's gonna be hectic. And then the fuck you car. 812 Superfast Ferrari.
Oof.
V12, last of the V12s.
Sure.
The noise those things pump is just like, I'm an RB advocate. Like, it's the best, like 10,000 plus RPM in an RB is absolutely
Testarossa or something like that, or no?
hectic. No, the 812 Superfast is just, that noise is like...
In red?
Oh, yeah, it's got to be red.
Yeah.
You got to have the red with the beige interior. That's like the Ferrari.
That's Ferrari, yeah.
That's
Or the yellow, I think.
The yellow's hectic.
Yeah.
Hectic, but yeah. Again, red's my favourite car. It's got to be red. So that is massive. No, I wouldn't think so.
No, I don't think there's much red around here. Should we show the guys what's going on in the
Yeah,
background
let's
here?
go.
Some of these wheels?
100%. Definitely. Let's get it.
Tell the boys a little bit about, and the girls that are watching this.
Yeah. Buy your husbands and boyfriends this stuff.
So
for
Christmas,
you just want an RB. And look, it's like Christmas colours. Put a bit of green on it. It's Christmas colours.
It actually matches the beard.
Probably wouldn't this light too.
So give us a bit of a rundown. What's happening with this one, mate?
Mitchell's RB2630. Pretty. We say a standard combination, but it's like, I guess, the standard normal these days for an RB. If you want to upgrade your RB, you've got a 26 head. This thing's hectic. It's sick. He saw one of the funny thing about this car is he saw my engine bay in my car years ago, and he's like, sure, I just want that, but in my car. And so pretty much that's what we're building. Like, it's a Garrett turbo.
What size is it?
42, so the compact 42.
Yep.
Comes on like a light switch, It's just it's so neat. Like, all the tubs are shaved.
Yep.
Like, everything's smooth. Like, if you look at an S14 engine bay compared to this.
And 26 covers.
Hectic. 26 covers. All the I guess
Classy
fruit
intake?
Nah, CPC.
No, CPC
intake, so it's carbon fiber one.
Yep. That's pretty badass, actually.
Yeah. Just for the engine bay, like, it sort of makes it.
It breaks up the red.
Yeah, it does. And like having like plasma intercooler, like everything else, like plasma clamps and everything.
All the fruit.
All the stuff. So just a super nice car. Like, it's just.
This is a street car.
This is a street car. This to be honest, an ultimate street car could be one of these.
Yep.
This with aircon is just cracker. So
the VL. Let's have a look at the VL.
The VL, mate, it's a fan
the Aussie Lambo.
The Aussie Lambo. She's gonna dose. She's gonna do all the rights. It's a genuine Calais. It's a little dusty at the moment, but it's
RB30.
RB30. It's like just been like sort of freshened up. Nothing crazy.
Yep.
Sort of 400 horsepower. Sort of
You
combo.
guys just did something cool on the inside.
Very cool on the inside.
Can we show that?
Yeah,
or no?
100%. This is sick. This So if you look at
the red interior,
just pops.
Is that from factory?
This is it. This is factory.
Actually,
everything.
Let's have a look at that shifter.
That shifter, it's just a ratchet with a T handle, or just a ratchet. We sort of modified it to suit. So obviously,
it looks factory.
Yeah, it's basically keeps it like, other than the little red anodized piece, we're going to sandblast and paint that black just to make it more inconspicuous, I guess. But it's just a super clean car. Like,
I can't remember seeing one ever that's this immaculate.
It's
like
proper
factory.
Yeah, Tom's. Like, this car Tom's got is just, it's unreal. And again, we'll be all polished and detailed before he gets it back and all that sort of thing. Like, it's just...
And the wheels.
You got to have, like...
Yeah, buds?
Yeah, bud, all day.
20s?
20s, yeah, 20. Like, I think they're 20 by 10 on the back and 20 by 8 on the front.
How good.
But it's just an immaculate car. Like,
And street car, obviously, drives it a fair bit.
Yeah, he just wants to cruise with the boys. He literally just had me go shoot on a road, the boys up and go cruising. He goes, as long as it doses and lets the brake go, let's go. So we did Turbo 400 in it for him, which is cool. It was one of the cars that he had an old jack coming, which obviously stock box, but little pieces. So
this thing that needs no introduction.
No introduction. You want to bring it down or? Yeah, bring it down. This is sick. This car's like I said, no introduction needed.
Roll race winner. Yep.
Cracker. Like, the Tone built this car. Like, I'm not taking the credit at all for this car being built. We've obviously done a lot of work to it since.
Yes.
But
I feel like cars like these, you're always going to be staying on top of them, mate.
You do, yeah. Like, and the hardest thing is, like, we just changed the turbo on this car, and you got to keep updating things because when this car won, like, it was, people mightn't believe us, but it's only 1200 horsepower. Like, it's not a hectic horsepower
turbo
car.
That you've gone to?
Just the next one up, we wanted a G45 1600.
Yep.
So we had the G45 1500 on it, but we were running out of compressor wheels, so we've gone to that now. And
how much boost does this thing see?
We've seen 54 is the most we've seen in it. So we try and keep it around. Well, we do keep it. That's just, we got a bit zealous one night, but that was the night we won. So
of course.
We started slamming it in there, but everything on this car is immaculate. The Tone, Anthony down in the boys, they've just, like, all the little detail stuff, like the titanium, like intercooler piping, fuel pump, like, just everything about...
What do they call that? Lobster roll?
Yeah, lobster back, lobster roll, like, it's just cracker, so...
Nice attention to detail. And sequential, you said?
Yeah, so it's got a Samsung sequential. We've got a lot of cars with Samsungs, and we sort of rate them a fair bit. We've used them before, we keep using them. Can I have a little ear doors? It's immaculate, it's just, still OEM type. We call it like an OEM Plus, maybe.
Yep.
But just a cracker car.
A big shifter there.
Yeah. And then, C12
and fire
dash.
extinguisher.
Got to have the fire extinguisher. Just a bit of safety. Just in case.
So speaking of safety, the roll cage.
So you don't need anything for racing wise in roll racing, but
the missus, I'm pretty sure she said it needed a cage.
It's gonna get it. Yeah. So the new car will definitely have. Yeah. I can't wait to release that car. That car is going to be something special. So
now the one over in the corner here, this is
the American build. This is the American build. So this thing just underneath it nearly because we do it like an underbody restoration basically. So where this is going is going to be a lot of snow, all that sort of stuff. So
Mexico doesn't snow in Mexico, does it?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Yeah. But yeah, this thing, it's going to be top to bottom.
Yep.
I guess this would be our pinnacle car for us to go, hey, this is what a sequential slash manual slash, how fast this thing can be.
Yep. And 95 mil, what size is that?
Nah, it's an 88 mil in this car.
Mil.
So we've got another car we're doing a 94 on.
Yep.
Just to sort of, I guess, you got to earn your stripes. So I don't want to go and slam 100 pound of boost on something and just go, oh shit, there's a block and a half. So,
yeah.
But yeah, this car's, again, going to be top to bottom, everything. So other than the interior is actually clean in this. Like, this was a super, super tidy example of what a 33 GTR should be.
Sure. 32.
What did I say, 33? 32. Oh, far out.
Come on, Stu. I thought you
I'm slipping, eh? Holy. 32. Yeah, it's hot. I'm overheating. No, it's good.
Like the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
But, yeah.
All the fruit, 5-inch dump.
It's going to have its all titanium as well, so it's going to be the car.
And wheels? What wheels are going to be on it?
Doing welds.
Yeah.
Got to do a set of
welds. Yeah, you have to, right?
Anthony and the Took boys, they put welds on it. That just
it sets them up.
Oh, mate. Like,
and that's the paint job. It'll stay.
Yeah, so obviously it's dirty, but it's original paint job, so nothing's changed from us.
Yeah, sure.
All be cut and polished, detailed, clean, immaculate, but everything. It's just a super nice car. So you don't have like that sort of. We want to pick the cars that are nicer to build from the cuff rather than picking something that needs a paint job or
of course
all that sort of thing. But paint jobs take so long. Like,
yeah. Oh, 100%. Especially you can't rush good paint
Nah,
job.
you can't. And like the rest time, all that sort of like it takes too long. So building cars like this now, it's a lot easier if you've got a nice car. You can just we just do an engine bay, a couple little things, just make it nicer. That's all.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Braz, we've got to talk about the Crocs actually. So
she's got the freshies on. Santa sorted him out.
You're brand new Crocs.
He's brand new. Santa sorted him.
So I don't know if anyone's following me on the Instagram and stuff, but I said to these boys
never has them.
Stu said get a pair, the best thing you do. I said I'd never ever wear a pair. I converted. I said I'd only ever wear them around the house, and now I can't take them off.
How good are they?
A brand new pair.
They're sick, aren't they?
I got a freshie. Santa sorted me out.
Yeah.
Do you go sport mode much or not? Are you a sport mode guy? You're a comfort man?
I'm built for comfort.
I need to get rid of them quickly, they're gone.
Built for feed, not for speed. Boys, what's coming up in 2025 for you personally, and then obviously for the shop?
We've got a bid on for 25. We want to hopefully get a few more roll racing cars out there for next year. A couple of big builds that you will see at roll racing, stuff like that. Hopefully get a couple of our personal cars out as well, which will be good.
Yeah. What about for the G up, brother? What's the next outing for that?
Probably, I'd say Sydney maybe, or Drift the Downs. Matt Siri QR, probably not going to miss that as well.
Yeah, for sure. That's a big thing for you guys.
Yeah. Other than that, I probably want to save it for some of the bigger events and stuff like that.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of drift events on at the moment.
Bro, it's been hectic. Yeah, it's sick.
It's good. It's good and bad. Like it's sort of. It's good to the sense that, like, a lot of people have the option to go drive your cars and stuff like that. But at the same token, like, it does get a little bit saturated. You know what I mean? Like the drifting, like it's sort of like.
You just got to pick and choose your event.
Yeah, well, that's when you got to pick it. But then, like, sometimes half the fun though is when you got 300 people in an event. Like, like Matt Series is so sick because it's a vibe.
And you guys get a big crew of the SRS team there.
Yeah. I think even this year we had 5 or 6 cars.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, we had the purple S13.
Yeah.
The bollard for Jamie.
Yeah. Is that actually bollard yellow? Like
That's a funny story. We should G it up one day to have a chat with them boys.
Well, he's meant to come on. Jamie, what are you doing, brother? If you're watching this,
we'll
what are
G
you
that
doing?
up because that's a cracking story. Once you do the version 2 of his car, we should do it then with that car. So that's the version 2 of his car. That's one car for 25. That
we probably have to. I'll tell you what, we should all go down there and they put on another spread like they did last time.
100%.
They put on a good feed.
I always say to them, "How are you boys so skinny?" Like, I rock up there and I'll leave like 70 kilos heavier. I swear. I eat as much as Jamie.
Too.
Oh, it's good, but it's like
good food.
I guess that's probably the problem. It's good for we eat shit up here. So
I'm pretty sure last time I was up here it was like minus 60,000 degrees, and now it's fucking plus.
It would have been.
Bro, it was like
plus 4,000.
Hang on. Yeah, no, it's definitely hot.
She's hot.
Yeah.
She's hot.
So 2025, heaps of drift events.
Roll racing is a big focus for us.
Personal stuff. What do you got?
Personal stuff. Like the hardest thing is mixing, like trying to separate personal from a shop.
Yep.
This is our hobby.
Yeah.
Like, we never thought.
It's your life.
It's our life. So like you never thought this would be like a cliche. If you enjoy what you do or love what you do, you never work a day. Like we really don't. Like it's literally we get to come to work and build.
But in saying that, you fucking work your ass off.
I love it. Yeah. But again, if we're not here, we're not doing this. We're at home watching stuff or on the laptop looking at data.
Or at a racetrack.
At a racetrack, like you know what I mean, like it's just sick. Like
the holiday season's up for us a bit rough because it's so hot. No one wants to drive the cars.
Of course.
Yeah.
Which is probably good to have a bit of downtime.
Yeah, I was talking about the other day, and he said the same thing. They had all of mid-December through February off.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's just too hot. He goes, no one wants it. I'm like, that's true. Like,
I couldn't imagine like sitting in the Fox body in the lanes and shit like this. Brother, you'd die.
How do you do it? What was it, Jambo a couple of years ago they tried that? It was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yeah. I remember the first time I ever took the car out and it was hot and I was like, I don't care what time it is, like I'm going out. And just as a fitness professional, I looked at all the data, so measured weight and all that shit before, and lost 4 kilos. Yeah. Like obviously it's fluid.
Yeah, but still, you got to put that back in though. Otherwise you just strain yourself.
Heart rate, wore a heart rate monitor, and like even though I didn't do any exercise, man, heart rate's like 186 beats a minute. Yeah. Well, it was more just being scared of going. I probably didn't even have my eyes open for the first pass, I reckon. Yeah.
As long as it lets go, you're just like,
oh fuck it, let it go. That's for sure.
Another big thing we got going on, we got there's a Japan trip, pretty sure next year for the shop, and then probably 2 America trips. So
nice.
That should be like obviously be on our socials and stuff as well. But
where can people find that, bro? To follow those?
Mate, Street Race Solutions on absolutely everything: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok.
We'll get some links all put in. TikTok? Are you on TikTok?
Yeah, we're on TikTok,
really?
mate.
We're not on TikTok as much as we like.
We post every week. Like,
more dancing on there or no?
Yeah, no, we should, bud. What's that?
I'd love to see you dancing on there.
We'll see you play the drums.
I might just become a drum player.
That little drummer boy there.
Yeah. Or get me like.
Let's go.
Give me a 6-pack and I'll do it.
Jimmy Brings or what?
Yeah.
Bus money.
You look like the type of bloke who suck dick for bus money and walk.
Oh, fuck. Well, hang on, weren't you walking the other night?
Yeah, I've done a few. Christmas time, I've done a couple of walks. It's bad.
Big fella got lost on the GPS apparently, eh?
Your phone went flat, lost the signal, lost the Starlink.
All right, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you boys on here.
Appreciate it, mate.
Street Race Solutions, make sure you get on them, give them a follow if you're not already. Check out what they're doing, buy a whole bunch of their merch, the usual shit, like, subscribe, the usual rubbish.
100%. Like, comment, and subscribe me. Let's get this to 5,000 and I'll shave this beard off. Let's do it.
Head, beard, and eyebrows.
Just subscribe. What do you say?
Head, beard, and eyebrows.
Head, beard, eyebrow, 5,000. Brother, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, sir. I won't leave you hanging.
Thank you, boys.
Easy, mate. Thank you.